Take a minute to introduce our fearless leader, Rita. I have known Rita for a number of years through another company first, and now I have joined her in this company. And I'm so grateful that she happened to talk to me about CBD oil because I had not heard of it before. So I'm just excited to hear what Rita's going to bring us this evening. Rita, I'm going to turn it all over to you.
Thank you so much, Coach Barbara. I love you so much. Mwah, so much love to you. If you guys do not know Coach Barbara already on a personal level, you need to reach out and connect with her. She is an earth angel. And, you know, on that note, honestly, I do believe everybody here is one. It's just something that I've been inspired lately in with just people. And I literally went through all of your names today. Every single person in Freedom Mastery, and then also I got partially through Journey to Freedom, and just prayed over everyone, asking for guidance and growth for all of us, right? No matter, by love, no matter what our vision is, we will never have the same vision, guys. And I do, friends is another word that's been coming to me a lot, that more so saying relationships and my marriage and you know, whatever relationship label we have, right? My boss, my employee, whatever it is. I want to inspire you today to begin changing those labels and literally putting the word friendship in there. Just an inspiration. It's just been something I've been trying lately, and Melody Ryba is who inspired me. She is my personal life mentor and business success coach. So if you don't know Melody Ryba, you want to connect with her on Facebook as well. She has the 30-day accountability program that brought me so much success and still is, and it's actually brought me everything I've dreamed of here with this group, with Freedom Mastery. This is exactly what I have been dreaming of for years, and Melody's helped bring it to reality, and also attract a high vibe tribe. People that truly, you know, like I said, the term earth angel, really, really have a heart to serve and care for people. And we absolutely know that that's not everyone in this world. We know that. And I will be totally honest, when I go through the names and when I look at all of the pictures and when I feel this, it's just kind of a feeling that I get. And so powerful, this feeling, and I've been trying to find a word for it because I kept thinking it felt like I was burning up. Hi, Mandy. It kept feeling like I was burning up and like I was being incinerated, like I was just on fire. And if you guys don't already know me on a personal level, that's what I struggle with physically as well. I have this just intense neuropathy issues, and I've been seeing more now how what we go through mentally can really, really affect our physical body or our mind. And, you know, we never know where the beginning is. It could be the heart, the mind. But what God's shown me is that our ailments don't begin in the body, that our body is our kind of like third or fourth degree priority, actually. And that in the physical form, it's important to see beyond it. Otherwise, we are limited, is the truth. If you are only focused on the physical in your moments in your day-to-day, and especially when we're struggling, like for me, that's the biggest time that it makes the biggest difference in me, that I do that at times when I'm struggling. Hi, Maria, did you pop on? I missed you. Good to see you. So anyway, we're going to get into it, and I have some things for you a few things to write down, really just inspiration that I've been inspired to share. And, you know, this is just all about growth. So whatever it is you're growing, this can help you, and it can serve and be a benefit in some way, or you wouldn't be listening to this. I do believe that. So it might not be today. You might not you might not have this major breakthrough today. However, what I encourage you to do is after this call, to plan to share something from this message. It doesn't matter if it's a live video, a Facebook post, if it's to your spouse, to your daughter. This isn't for numbers. This isn't for Facebook popularity. This isn't for affiliates. And, you know, this is for you. This is for you. I want you to do this for you. Growth is beautiful and it is inevitable. And I know that we often think, you know, we can think of people that we're like, well, this person's probably not growing, or, well, they're not focused on growing as much as I am, because look at them, look at their, or the lack of results or their results, right? But the truth is, we don't know. We don't know where. And hi, Courtney. And if they're alive, the fact is they are growing in some way, somewhere, somehow, every day. If they wake up and they're alive and breathing, God is growing something in them. And maybe it's something we can't see yet. Maybe it's still a seed, and maybe it looks really bad and it's dry and broken and hard, and we think, I don't know what we think. I know the things that go through my mind sometimes are not the thoughts that God intends for them to go through my mind. However, I don't beat myself up for those anymore, because I know it's natural. I'm human, and we're going to go through times where we believe different things, where we see different things. And the most important thing is that you're true to you, and you're true to what feels right to you. It's not about good or bad. It's about, that word right keeps coming to me. It's about what is right. And only you know that. And you know it usually by how you feel. So, you know, another huge gratitude and shout out to my mentors. What I'm giving you here are symptoms of growth, right? So what are the symptoms of growth? And here's the deal, right? We just covered, I mean, the fact that everybody is growing, if we believe that. And when you look at our mentors and coaches who are successful, not only physically in their bank accounts, but also spiritually, they are blessed and grateful people. They are serving, they are higher consciousness. They're aware of the souls, right? Not just people. It actually goes deeper. If you have the same mentors we do, I'm talking about Melody Riba, Robert Hollis, anybody in our coaching communities, they always see growth in me. Always. There's never been a time where they've assumed I wasn't growing and gave up on me. And I just have to use them as my example in what I've noticed in me and the way that I've changed and a lot of the habits that I've put into place. I'm still growing. We're all still growing, right? That's what it's about, a journey. We're never arriving, right? Okay, so what are the symptoms of growth? So one, being accountable. Being accountable, holding ourselves responsible and accountable to being seen, to being judged, to being bullied. And sometimes people are going to straight up attempt to abuse us. And we need to be accountable to allow, to be open to allow, not allow it to affect you, not allow it to affect you. But these things, when they happen, these are the seeds of growth within that you cannot see yet. It's the pain that's speaking still, and the anger that is reacting still. And it's also invisible, right? So most people don't see it. And therefore, totally lose sight of it. And the truth is that is the most important part of our relationships with people, is connecting at some point on a heart level. And it doesn't take a lot to do that. You don't have to be, allowing people to step all over you and tell you what to do or be rude to you. These things that people will do, because they will do this. I'm letting you know, if you're here, then you've probably expressed that you are either already a coach or you want to be a coach. You want to help people. We see what the need is, right? And I think that this is something that that you will, that absolutely is you. And it's a beautiful thing. But it can also be scary. It can also be painful if you allow it. So being accountable, not only to being seen, but then also to someone that you know unconditionally supports whatever it is you're doing. Because a lot of times people say, well, I'm accountable to my dad or my mom or my husband or my wife or my boss, even at work, right? But there's something about having a level of accountability in every area of life that really can bring miracles, honestly. And you know, maybe it's I don't know. I tell my girls that when they notice things that are off, when they see things that are not going well, maybe something needs to be fixed. And it could be anything as simple as like a cord laying on the floor, right? Like that might hurt someone. And if you see it, make sure you take responsibility for that. Because if somebody else comes and doesn't see it, maybe they aren't even looking down, but you were looking down. So that means that it's your responsibility to then go ahead and, now you don't have to do it. You can use someone else's energy to do it, but watch and make sure that this is taken care of, because it's under your watch now. Now that you've noticed it, it's under your watch. So it has been very powerful, and she realizes that, and now we're even just starting to get into the conversations where she sees these things happening with people, and maybe it's a person that's hurting another person, and what to do if someone's saying hurtful things or posing a dangerous situation or something like that without putting herself in danger, right? Reporting to certain people. So this is where our mentors and our coaches come in. You know, there are things as a 44-year-old woman, or I'm almost 44, that I have questions on. I do. And there are things that I don't always feel comfortable just reaching out to my best friend about. Maybe it's very personal and private. Maybe it's something I've not talked to anybody about in my entire life. And I hadn't been ready to share that story yet. But it's come to me. Or something I thought's been healed and isn't. And I'm like, what? I've already put it out there. Like, I'm good. But then you notice there's something still holding on, right? So it's like there's people that will judge it. And it's not that they want to hurt us, but that's just, that's human nature, honestly. And it's probably something that's just the only thing they've learned to do. So it's important to have someone that does not do this. So once you find that person and you know who that person is, and you're probably that person to someone else already. So I want to encourage you to first be accountable to you and allowing yourself to be seen and to be heard and judged and whatever it is. Because the truth is, it doesn't matter what reaction or response they're giving. Our energy is our energy. And it doesn't matter what or how strong it may appear to be, we still have the control. We do. We have such a covering of angels over us that cannot be seen with the physical eye. And the people that do these things don't see these angels, because then they would not be doing these things. However, they also have angels. Believe it or not, they also have angels following them. And the power of that is just blows me away. So you are an earth angel. Be your own earth angel first, and then be that to someone else. Hold others accountable for what you see they are capable of. Because we don't always see our capabilities. We don't see the possibilities when we're like right here. Like, we don't see it all the time. We need reminders, and God uses people to do that, I believe. So number 2 is we've transitioned from our pain to our purpose. This is a big one, because it doesn't mean you're not going to have pain anymore, as long as we're human. But think of that for a minute. As long as we're human, are we only human? So then, is it possible to live without pain? Absolutely, it is, because we can transcend our humanity. And that's been proven. We know that. We know it's been proven. If you're a believer, you absolutely believe that. If you're not a believer, I respect that. I respect what you believe. And I see the truth in that as well. So the third one, this is the last one, is committed. A sign of growth is that we are committed to a calling and a mission that is beyond products, that is beyond services, that is beyond anything of physical value. And every morning when we wake up and our feet hit the ground, there's no question of what the possibilities are that way. There's no question. And the truth is, we have more power when we put what is not seen first anyways. So I want to encourage you to commit to purpose and commit to your strength today. I challenge myself lately to stop looking back at yesterday's strengths and I know I say, let's celebrate our wins, right? Celebrate your wins every single night. And you know what happens? Today's wins become way bigger than yesterday's, and the dreams that you begin to see coming, you won't have time to look in your rearview mirror anymore. That's the truth. And it doesn't matter what beauty has been. That beauty still is. It's just here in another way now. And the important thing is to see that. And the only way to see that is to stop seeing in other ways sometimes. So I'm going to end here, and I'm going to encourage you and inspire in you that every single morning when you wake up, that you give at least 1 minute of silence to yourself. Not a meditation, not a prayer, nothing. That you just sit in silence for just a minute, 60 seconds, that's all. Because a minute will can grow. And then after that minute, then go right into your morning ritual. And that I do recommend be something that you're receiving versus doing or giving. Receive. When you wake up, we are more open to receiving. It is the truth. And it will penetrate at a deeper level because the distractions and the challenges, the physical, hasn't quite come into force yet, right? By noon, you never know whether it's going to happen anymore by then. To be honest, if I don't do it in the morning, I don't know if I'm going to do it at all. And that's the truth. So that's why I do it every single morning. It's the most important thing I've ever done in my entire life. I will just leave it that simple. And then give. Right after you're receiving, receive. And until you know your cup is overflowing, then you give. If you have an empty cup and you are just starting to fill up your cup, please don't take on the responsibility of giving to somebody else at this time. We go through seasons, and there are peaks and there are valleys. And when we are in a valley, it is okay to rest and let our mastermind, which is all of us here, our collective consciousness, which is everyone out there, support us and serve us, because that's what we're here for. When I'm down and I'm in that valley and I log on and Mandy has just posted the most divine message that I know God gave her to share, and it just hits me right in the soul, you can't help but to just reach out to that person and say hi. And sometimes that's all people say. Miracles, just miracles. So I invite you, if you want to unmute and have anything else to share, if anything has come to your heart that you feel God's moved you, or if you have a testimony, especially if you have a win, please come out and share that with us. And I appreciate you all for being here. And in case anybody logs off, thank you. And if you ever need to reach me ASAP, you want to email me, rita@bitsybaby.com, or obviously Facebook Messenger as well. And I will get back right back with you as soon as possible. I do only work 4 to 5 days a week, however, and some days only an hour. So don't be alarmed if I don't message you back right away. I'm consistent and I am committed. So you will absolutely get a message. Mandy just got a message from me today from Monday, and I just apologizing because I'm like, that's a little odd. That's almost a week later. But you know what? This week I was in a valley. I was in a valley. And I'm grateful for all of you, because now I'm in a peak. Now I've peaked again. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Because I know it's only because of your commitments along with mine that this happens, that anything happens, that God inspires in us. If you don't know what a mastermind is, if you're new to this, or if you're new to personal growth area, mastermind means people just coming together in that. And I like to explain this because I do see it in a different way than a lot of other people. And it's both ways, right? We come together and we collect to be able to share what we are masters at. Right? So Barb is master at something, Coach Mandy, Coach Teresa, everyone has their mastery that they're working on. And when we can share that together as a team and know what everybody's strengths are, like, do you know that if I have 5 people's strengths, how much stronger does that make me than just me? If I have all of your strengths, wow. And then Coach Barb shared that with me. The cord is not easily broken. Right. Extremely powerful. And in spirituality, or just beyond what we see physically, I do, and if you do the research scientifically, you will also find that humans are energy. And as we collect together, the more we collect, there is a level of energy in the world that is noticeably raised. When you see people doing like rallies and that kind of peace rallies and that kind of stuff. They've done studies where they actually look at that area and they can see that it's just an intense, some kind of measurement that they measure. And it has been scientifically proven. So do the research and take a look, because it really, what happens is as we collect, we connect on different ways that we don't really see and know. And today we don't even notice. Like right now while we're chatting, none of this stuff is really coming to us. But over this next week, as you follow your dreams and as you're working on it could be something we might not even know about. Something will come to you. Either something we shared, or it could be something totally different, but it'll remind you of somebody here, or someone will reach out to you, something will happen, and you'll see a lot of synchronicities start to happen when you begin to start masterminding with a group of people, especially, and this is the important part, and I just want to share this is the important part, because this is what most people leave out. You must have the same common purpose and goal. You must be believing and heading toward the same direction that life and the world and we are constantly growing. If we all have that mindset, and if we all have that heart set, and we bring that, every single one of us bring that to the table, growth versus death, that's where you get a powerful mastermind. That's the masterminds Napoleon Hill talks about on his YouTube audios. I absolutely know it. When I listen, I see your faces. It's amazing. So go to YouTube. Yeah, look up Napoleon Hill's, I'm pretty sure it's The Greatest Secret in the World. Melody shared it with me a while back. It was one of the most powerful audios I've ever listened to be honest. And I couldn't even finish it the first time because it hit me. Some things that I didn't know, truths of the world, I did not know, came to me in that video, and I had to process those. So that's another thing. Growth. A mastermind is going to bring growth, and it's inevitable. So that's beautiful, because all you have to do is commit to showing up, and that's it. It's an easy, simple commitment. And I love you, and I thank you all for being here and committing to you, to showing up for you first, and then to the mastermind, to us, inspiration. Hi, Coach Barbara.
Hey, you know, I have a win that I'll share. You know, I have a strong faith. You know that, Rita, but sometimes we aren't obedient to the Holy Spirit, and that comes from growth as well, our spiritual growth, that allows us to kind of hear our Creator nudging us. So today I was driving down the road, and I just happened to look over I was going over the 202 near Val Vista here in Arizona, and it's a highway off ramp that I happened to see a guy sitting on a box with a sign. And no kidding, in my head I heard, "You should pray for him." And I thought, oh yeah, I will. I'll pray for him. No, you should go and pray with him. And now I'm driving. I just happened to see the back of him, and I'm driving down the road. So seriously, I'm like, that wasn't really you, was it? You really want me? I don't know him. I mean, I have to cross the highway. Really? Really? And you know, part of me, I have been obedient in the past for weird, you know, things like this, but I was just like, I'm already like 2 blocks. But you know, I turned around. I had to turn around. I had to find a parking space. There was a office complex on the corner, so I was like, okay, I'll park here and then walk. And I just was thinking, the whole time I was just thinking, okay, God, your words, your words, your words, your words. And you know, I went and spoke with that gentleman and asked if I could pray for him, introduced myself, told him, you know, I had driven by and I just got the feeling I was supposed to come and pray for you, pray with you, and can I do that? And so he allowed me to do that. And as I walked away after we spent some time together, I was just thinking, you know, I have no idea how God just spoke to him, right? You know, maybe he had something big. I mean, obviously you're sitting on a box on a corner with a sign. There's obviously something going on. And I asked him, is there something I can pray for specifically? And he said opportunity. So I just encourage people, you know, you will never get a you will never question whether it's from our creator if it's something negative. If it's something positive, you can almost always guarantee that is from him. And I just encourage us all to really be mindful of that, to say, you know, whatever it is you hear, you know, I just kept saying safety and whatever you say, safety and whatever you say. And the safety really was for me crossing that off ramp, because I had to cross the off ramp of the highway to get to him. So it wasn't about him, safety from him. It was safety not being hit by a car.
Yes, thank you for being accountable to you, Coach Barbara. Thank you.
So that's all. I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, that's very powerful. Yeah, I mean, the truth is you're connected to him. The truth is it could have been straight through you. We are all connected. That's just
we are all connected.
I see. Yeah, that there's no distance or physicality that separates anything we can imagine, really. Right. I mean, and it's becoming so powerful to me lately that it makes me cry, and like randomly I'll just be crying and someone's like, are you okay? My kids mostly, because I'm here at home, and they just know mommy's just got happy tears these days. And I keep seeing things being posted, and these synchronicities come in all the time about this tears to mourning, and how David danced, and just all these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ways of celebrating life. And that, yeah, and it just inspires me to keep celebrating. Thank you for sharing that. It's just amazing. And that is also something that I do believe we're here for. Because if we don't share these miracles, it is not being accountable to them happening. If we don't share them with humanity, what else are they for? That's just what came out. I know it kind of doesn't make sense, but truly, belief is only built by seeing. Belief is only built by results and seeing and knowing. Not even seeing, knowing. In our heart. And you know, if we know truth and we have that discernment, you know, like as Coach Barbara's telling this this powerful testimony, we feel the truth in it, we sense the truth in it. It's not like, however, we know that there's people that won't sense that. So it's important that when we do gather, again, that's just confirmation, that it's with like minded. And I'm so grateful that all of you are here. And I know that we are all just so like-minded. I love you all so much. Hi, Courtney. Thank you so much for popping on to listen. And Crystal, Dana, Coach Maria, Coach Mandy, my sweetie, Coach Teresa. Coach Mandy, can you please come out and share just a little bit about your miracle that happened this week?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you. Hi. How are you?
Is there an echo?
No, I don't hear anything. So Coach Mandy is
okay.
She is a,
hi. Sorry.
It's okay. You're good. She's a pro.
Okay, is that any better?
It's great.
Okay. Sorry. So, Rita, I met this lady a few weeks ago at Chuck E. Cheese at a birthday party because I was wearing my Hempworks shirt, and she was interested in the company, interested in products, whatever, and I sent her the link. We talked back and forth a few times, and then I didn't hear from her for a while. I sent her a message. She asked a couple questions. Then I didn't hear from her. Well, a few days ago, she pops back on my messenger and says, "Hey, I need to do this. I'm ready to sign up." Like, all right, good. Here's the link. This is what you got to do. And she messaged me back. She said, "All right, I signed up. What do I do next?" So I said, "Okay, you do this." And then she says, how did she say it? She said that she had thought about it, got busy, she's crazy busy at work because she's the only employee. And she had this feeling that she needed to sign up. So she went ahead and signed up. And then she was telling me after she signed up, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember the order of this happened, but after she signed up and we talked for a little bit, she came back and said, "You know what? The other day I met this lady and she came into the hotel and she was running late and asked me, hey, do you have any food? We're sorry, we're going to be there late, whatever." And she said, "I got her stuff together," and told her, "Yeah, go ahead and come in. I'll get you this stuff." And when she came in, she said, I can't explain how she was, but her spirit was just so calm. I was like, okay. She said, "Yeah, it's this lady that her family, they just moved and they're just traveling all, her and their kids, and they're just traveling, and they've been traveling for a few months." Like, really? I said, was her name Rita? And she came back, she said, "Yeah, question mark, question mark, question mark." I said, "Oh my gosh, I know Rita." I said, "I know exactly what you're talking about." I said, "There's just something about her that she's awesome." I said, "I know her." And she said, "Yeah, I went back and I looked at, she had given me her, a tip and a business card. And I went back and I looked at the business card and the website, and it was the same company. It was Hempworks." And she said, "I just knew that God was telling me that this was the right decision to make." So I was like, "Yep, Rita, that's my Rita, my earth angel." Thank you, Rita.
Coach Mandy, the truth is, again, we're all earth angels. And I don't know if you guys know this, but me and Mandy don't live near each other. We've never lived near each other. Now, my home state is Texas, where Mandy is from. But I met Mandy through my mentor, Melody Ryba and Robert Hollis here on Facebook. So, and I want to share now my side of that story that day that this happened. So God's been working on me, right? Been on this journey. Hi, is she there? Hi.
Yes.
You're so pretty. I see you. You can't hide.
Come here, say hi.
I see your sunlight. I see your sun rays shining out on the side of you. It's yellow. It's yellow. I'm not kidding. Do you see the yellow on that side of the camera? Right? Am I the only one that can see that? She's a ray of light.
Come here. She can hear you.
So
she's too shy. Come here.
That's okay. So so yeah, it was a pretty eventful day already, and I really normally would have been done. I would have just been done, and I probably would have not been nice or kind or spoken very nicely in the past, but I've been on this journey, and a lot of times we will be on a journey and you will not know what your destination is. You might think you know, but it is always bigger than you think it is. Always. Every single time. And so that day, that was the day it happened. That was the day, the final kind of, I sensed pain to purpose. And the mother in me has been resurrected. And that is the name of my book that I'm writing, Resurrection Mother. And it's going to be a memoir. I will, of course, include my little testimony and story of my little history and journey of motherhood and to motherhood. But what I want is to start collecting your stories of motherhood and your motherhood journey story, whether it be a birth story or a adoption story or a just an old-fashioned love story, whatever it is that you are inspired to share. I'm collecting stories. So short stories, I don't have any numbers or details quite yet, but I just wanted to put that out there because God's really confirmed this in me, and I've got so much content. I've been inspired. I've just been journaling every single morning, and I had no idea it was a book until now. So commit and create discipline in your life somewhere, wherever you're inspired. It doesn't really matter where, as long as you're inspired to do that and it brings you joy and happiness. Be faithful to that and have integrity with your commitment to do that. Because there have been many, many times that people have reached out to me and asked, what do you do? And I could have sent my HempWorks BizOp link. And I stayed committed to not doing that. I stayed committed to sharing my mission that is bigger than anything I can ever put into words, bigger than anything anybody can ever imagine a dollar sign for. That's what I share with them every single time now. And it's really made a difference in not only manifesting my own motherhood, which has been my journey, but then bringing the new journey and bringing just everything every day to that I know God's bringing my way. And it was just through being committed to little things and being faithful to these morning rituals and my daily activities that Melody gave me over a year ago. I've just been doing those faithfully, just like I committed a year ago that no matter what, I was committing, and that if it got hard and if I was in a valley, I was going to reach out for help. And thank God Melody's been there every single time. And I don't know if you know this, but her course is a one-time payment. She doesn't get monthly payments from anybody. So that's the kind of mentor heart she has. Do you know that mentor and mother have the same amount of letters and almost the same shapes and sizes when you really look at the science of it? So what I want to inspire is just let whatever your dream is be resurrected. Whatever that is that comes to your heart. And sometimes we haven't dreamed in a while. Sometimes it's been a while. When I first started thinking of this, you know what I came up with? Paying off my truck. That was my first dream. That was my dream. And then it was buying my kids homeschool, paying for their homeschool. And then it was weekly pay. I just wanted to get a paycheck every week so that I knew I could go to the grocery store on Monday and buy the food I wanted to eat. I just wanted more choices, you know? I just wanted more choices. A tiny weekly paycheck. That's all I wanted. $50 a week would have been enough. Would have been enough. And just so much more has come. So much more. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful because it's you all. It's your commitment to your dreams that have inspired me and that have motivated me to show up every day and to keep doing this, to keep going and whatever it is I'm inspired to do that day. Even if I don't get on Facebook, you all are in my heart, in my life. We are life partners. It's a partnership. It truly is a legacy. And that is a dream. One of the much bigger dreams that I've always had, that I always said, never quite understood or really saw or knew what that meant or what it really was. But now, you know what I see, what comes to me as a visual is what we typically visualize for heaven. That's what I see now here on this earth. And it's really different because most people don't see this way. And I want to inspire more people to see this way, because it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter how much pain you're in physically. It doesn't matter what the world can throw at you. Even death cannot conquer you, is the truth. And it's just so very powerful. So very powerful. So I love all of you. I love each and every one of you. You light up my life. When I see your post on Facebook, you know you better have your follow first set to your who you want to receive from. When you're on Facebook and you first log in, make sure you're receiving. Again, you always kind of want to make sure you're receiving, because that's how you know you're in the right place. If you're able to receive, then you're in the right place, because then you can effectively also serve and also be receiving at the same time. If you're the only one serving and you're not receiving anything, that's where you struggle. That's where you're like, I'm tapped out, no more energy, I'm burnt out. But what we can do is control that burn. We can have a controlled burn. And our life can almost look like it's burning down. Like, people think my life is insane, right? The empty cup, Courtney. Yes, you know, people can't see when it's empty, right? But yes. So overflow, serve from your saucer. That's what Melody always says. And it's really true. She actually checked me last week when I was in my hometown. I sent her a voice message, and that's another thing about sending voice messages, guys, and video messages, is that's a great way to be accountable, because we know we don't want to talk and share with anybody and connect with anybody if we're not feeling good. We know it. And as soon as you do, we can address whatever it is, even without talking about it, right? Because it's that collective consciousness. As soon as you just reach out to say hi, boom, that fast. It can happen. So miracles every day. Look for them and you will find them. They are there. It's not waiting for them to happen, or they're here. They're so here. We're all one, for sure, a miracle, and one. So I love you. And if nobody else has anything to share, or obviously questions are open. If you have any questions at all about anything, feel free to come out and ask right now. It might help somebody else, even if it's something that maybe you think might not help anybody else. You never know. I love you too, Coach Barbara. Thank you. All right, so this will be recorded, and
I do have a quick question, Rita. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
I do have a quick question. You invited me to this Zoom tonight, and I needed to hear what you had to say, and you as well, Barbara and Mandy. I needed to hear this evening. So you know, it's the Holy Spirit works in amazing ways, and he is working through each and every one of you. And I just want to point that out, that y'all, I haven't met any of y'all yet. I don't really, but I'm going to be getting friend requests out to all of you. So I think we all need inspiration and accountability and all that. So, but I do have a question. Rita, is this a class that you do every Thursday, or because I would love to become a part of it? Do I need to just get with you after?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
I will do that.
I will go ahead and announce this call is going to move to Sundays.
Okay.
And I just pray that will be comfortable for everyone, and that we can transition as a team and everybody move with me to Sundays, so that we can all still be together. However, we know I'm going to always now be posting the replays, and I'm going to just start posting them right there in Freedom Mastery. Like, this will probably be the first replay now that I post in there, and you'll be able to watch that or see that at any time. And then if you ever are inspired to invite anybody to these calls, you are more than welcome to. It is open. This is a members inspiration call for a members only group. However, God has inspired in me to open these up from time to time. It's just an inspiration, and a lot of times it's with people I've communicated with that day. Anybody going through things, anybody that might just have questions that seems like they might not know what to do, or it really doesn't matter anything, because again, I believe that we all have some way to help each other, and so I want to encourage you that if you would like to invite, you can. You're welcome. It's okay for Sunday. Yay. Okay, what time? Yeah. Well, I have committed. God has definitely inspired me to it will be a day call, and most likely around early afternoon. So like either noontime, coffee time. I don't know around exactly, but we'll always still have replays. I absolutely would love to have all of you on live, and I will post an announcement in Freedom Mastery when I have that finalized, but it will start next week. So next Thursday we will not meet here. We're just going to go straight now today's Thursday. Okay. My gosh, then we'll pass a whole week. I don't know if we can do it, but we'll try. So next Sunday will be our next call, and I will post the time and all the information in the group. Oh no, can anybody else hear me? Yeah. Oh good. Okay. Oh no, Crystal, are you muted? Oh good. Okay. So sorry. Maybe your headphones are muted or something. We'll check. We can do a troubleshooting after this if you want to. So I will explain to you too right now. This is a group that Melody Riba helped me create, and it is based on the book, The Science of Getting Rich. If you have not already read or listened to that book, The Science of Getting Rich, it is in a Freedom Mastery group and files. Or you can just Google YouTube or Google, you can Google The Science of Getting Rich audios, and they are public domain. So Robert Hollis did this course first, and he now allows us for free. He shares his course totally free. He allows us to then share it as well. So Melody helped me be accountable to all the little things it takes each day for over a long period of time to be able to get this in place. And I'm just so grateful for her. But what it's created is a way for me to create an income where I pay myself. I choose when I want to work. I choose how much money I need to make that week. And if I need $100, then I know I need to sign up, enroll in my membership class 2 people. If I want $100 that week, or 150, 3 people. I know now I have a system. Basically, that's what it is. She can helps you create a system here to where it's a serving and giving system is just what I like to call it, because that's what I do on Facebook. I serve and I give gifts every day. I give birthday gifts every single day. I send people a link from there is a happy birthday photo and Journey to Freedom, and it's been shared like 600 times now, because I don't, obviously not every day, but I've been consistent over a year's time sharing that photo, and others, and it's produced a lot of good things. So including an income, believe it or not, just by giving away gifts. And I know it sounds crazy, but where there's a will, there's a way. And like I just shared, anything is possible. Absolutely anything we believe. And I believed it. I visualized it. I saw that money coming in. And you know how they pay me? Facebook. They just send a payment. It's really easy. You guys know if you're here, most of you. But what I also like to do is I do offer scholarships, and those are business scholarships. And if you have anyone in your personal team, vision team, and that's My Daily Choice or HempWorks, they also can have access to this based on that scholarship. So there are details. It's a business scholarship. So it's the business, business-minded daily action steps. And then I absolutely am open to offering, inspiration to anyone that is looking for it. Not to anyone that needs it anymore. We know we really all need it. But there are people out there looking for this. There's people that really, really do know what to do, and they just need the inspiration and to see others following their dreams too, like us, like me every single day. If I didn't know Dana was on here, I saw her last live, and I know you're here. I know you're going to be here. And that's what's so beautiful about this journey, is that Melody, not only through this course has she helped me create a daily income, but through this, she's also helped me create real legacy relationships that really, really break the physical barrier. There's really not any more to how to explain it than that, but I'm open now, and I wasn't before, and I thought I was, though. So that's where the accountability and just being together with a collective of people, we all share in our perceptions and awareness and energy, and just everything good that we have vibing, we're going to be sharing. And miracles. It really, really, truly is a way for miracles, a way to miracles, to our miracles. So I love you all. If anybody else doesn't have anything, I will go ahead and close. Yay! I love you all. So I'll see you next Sunday. Bye. Bye, Courtney. Bye, Dana. Bye, Coach Mandy. Bye. Bye, Maria. Hello. Hi, Crystal. Crystal, can you hear me still or no?